Hey, my name's Rachel Antral. I play Commander Non on Star Trek Discovery. Welcome to Timeline Talks.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live in Technicolor from the beautiful Hollywood Hills, California. The show where the total retail price of their advice is $0. This is Timeline Talks. Featuring guest stars. The fact of the matter is, oh my, it stars and garters. Also featuring, more like Command Dips suck, look out, it's Automaton 2000. And now, there's no way he gets this intro right. Here's your host, Captain Idol.
Yes, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 70th edition of Timelines Talks, the premium exclusive #1 show for all things Star Trek Timelines. I am Captain Idol, and I am joined, as always, my premium exclusive co-host, Automaton 2000. And joining us in lieu of Stars and Garter's absence this week is fan favourite Shyaporn. You are with us this week. Whoop whoop.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
You're always welcome to
Great.
have you, my friend.
Dude, 11 minutes ago, we had a single show note, and it said Evie Suit Read. So everything we've put together for today has been done in the last 11 minutes.
Literally all our
Well, that's what I would say. It was great seeing behind the curtain at your process leading into the show. It's how I imagine.
God. It's like Auto was like, I'm going to put
That's
some
how
more
I
crew in.
imagine
I'm like,
Saturday Night Live is.
Yeah. I was like, you've got 2 minutes to give me some crew. 2 minutes, I've got to go pre-roll. Go pre-roll 2 minutes. Like, these crew. Okay, but yes, we had one show note, and now we have a little bit more substance this week. But we will be playing some What the Dub later because we have a bit of time, and why not? But yes, thank you, Chai, for joining us this week. First off, before we start, Auto, would you like to give us the YouTube comments of the week?
You're so lucky I looked it up 3 minutes ago. Yeah, from Dead Fishy, who said, lower decks, ! I'd love to see Vindicta and the dog, sexy mode Rutherford. And Rigel Cummings, is that a real name? Rigel Cummings. Lower deck variants I'd like to see. Plug your ears if you haven't watched Lower Deck. Holographic Borg Boimler, a.k.a. Excretus of Borg. Full screen Mariner.
Red alarm.
Thank you, Dark Sirius, for following.
Scorpionic Tendi, holographic Mirror Doctor Meglimo. Are these real? I've watched that and I don't remember these. Naked Time to Anna and Shax, Peanut Hamper. Agamus and the Black Ops crew, the sensor bar over their eyes. Oh, I remember
Their
that.
eyes, yes, okay.
I also want the Pack-Led ship Pack-Led.
The clump
So
ship.
I was playing Birth of the Federation today, and I'm so mad I didn't get the screenshot. But at the end of your turn, it pops up the news from what happened with the AI made their moves or whatever. One of the notifications I got was the Cardassian Union has declared war against the Packlets, and I thought that's the most absurd thing I've ever. That's like the Klingons fighting the Tribbles, basically.
Amazing. Yes, no, thank you to everyone in the comments on YouTube that can't be with us. So
Lower
let
decks.
let us spin the wheel once again for everyone. Thank you very much. Let me get rid of Reed. We can talk about you later. Thank you everyone that submitted show titles this week. As you know, everyone that submits a title gets their name on the wheel, so let us spin the wheel. Hey, Luxie! You have won yourself a sub to the channel. We'll be reimbursing you very soon. We will sort you out for that. So thank you very much. Okay. Final little piece of administrative business. We have event winners of the week. So congratulations to SOS's very own Navark, who won himself a 5 of 5. Navark, sorry, I always get that a little bit wrong, like everything else. Who won himself a 5 of 5 tank top Paris. Other names on the list: AJ Warp 9 number 2, James C. Kirk number 3, Icknama number 8, Kazoo 11, The Tahoe 13, Blue Angel 16, Gandozo 19, Frank 39, and Bry 45. And former winner of last week, Evans of Wales number 48. Thank you very much, everyone. What are you drinking, Auto?
Oh, Nifty was asking. So it's Waldhaus, and they have a billion different kinds. This one is
Waldhaus, very nice.
Sour.
All right.
Sour.
Let's roll
I
on.
don't know,
Let's
it's
roll on.
good.
Let's keep this a fast pace. This is an action show. We're going to keep it something. delayed event. We haven't got event notes, hence why we're scrambling for content this week. Because apparently, like all good installations on starships, it won't get finished until Monday.
Yeah, so first Shan said there's going to be, how does she phrase it? Not abnormal, unusual delay.
Unusual?
Which is bollocks. Bollocks, as we all know, because these happen weekly now. And so instead of letting anyone know, she just updated the forum thread title and said it won't be till Monday. So we might get something in game later letting you know. But yeah, this has happened before, and they don't work weekends, as we know. So it'll be Monday.
Wednesday.
Sorry.
It's Wednesday. Anyway. Yeah, we won't be getting an event notification until Monday, which I know we haven't got packs either, which I know for quite a few people, they're waiting to buy. I know certain people in the chat are saying, I want to pull that pack so I confuse someone for the objective event, and things like that. Quick Fleet player shout out from Walt Koenig. Millsy of Cab Fleet got personal best 10th. Oh, congratulations, Millsy.
And a Navarre avatar, so obviously a person of excellent taste.
Taste and discrimination. But yes, so this is supposed to be the Ta'ana event, which people are sort of... I don't know whether it was officially announced that it was going to be Lower Decks themed, or whether people are sort of suggesting it, but we have a strong inclination that it might be, and they said there's been some unusual art approval, which begs my question a few episodes back, why are they not getting this approved ahead of time? Is this, they sort of woke up this morning and went, no, we've got to do this, it's today, shit.
I like your British accent that calls her to honor, as in I love to honor. I want to honor.
Yeah.
Ta'ana?
Idol's like McCoy from the original series, where he just mispronounces every possible name he can find.
The Mugato.
Get it right in there somewhere. How do you say her name?
But he still has that southern charm, so it's okay.
All right.
I've got southern English charm. Don't think that's such a thing. Yeah, guys, what do you think about the delayed event? What do you think is going on? Is it just art approval?
I guess drawing Tana's box maybe took a little longer for the art department to process. I'm all in favor of a little mixing it up a little bit with the community. The timelines players have gotten soft recently. It's time they have to deal with a little bit of the unknown, a little risk.
Taking your
risk.
belt off.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Hide your kid. Hide your wife.
I'm doing Picard maneuver with my shirt. That's what's happening.
Chimichangas for lunch.
That's right. Yeah, I don't want to stand
Look at him try.
Oh yeah, there's a few new triggers in there. Yeah, part of me was thinking, because obviously we're waiting for ages and ages, and Ben said, as many words that like they were still waiting on the rights, and they're like, last time we spoke to them, we're that close, and then all of a sudden the next week it was like, we have Lower Decks rights, now we're going to do an event, which I imagine several people in WRG went, we are? Okay, because imagine they've suddenly got the rights out of nowhere and they go, right, we can do this event. It's all a little bit last minute, perhaps, and this whole sort of thing like, right, we need to get this art approved. We need to get this in now. And I'm thinking, maybe just hold your horses a bit, get that art approved first, and then do an event. But what do I know?
No, the irony. It's the theme of the show. Yeah. Like, you guys are just preparing the show 10 minutes to air to mirror what's going on over at WRG.
We do. Okay, go on, Otto.
Something else buried in the forums is another note from Shan, who says, the collection animated should, keyword should, we don't know if it will, also include Lower Decks crew. The description will be changed at a later time.
Now, that's an interesting move.
Yeah.
Because that was very much Builder's TAS crew, even like, the art line up on the icon is the three TAS crew, Lara, excuse me, and some other people. But yeah, rolling Lower Decks, I mean, I'm not surprised. It's probably a good move. It fits with the theme, but I wondered how you guys sort of feel about it. I mean, are there people out there that went and cited enough crew to finish the TAS collection, then suddenly just went,
I mean, I'm a big fan of the show. I enjoy Lower Decks a great deal, and I'll enjoy the easier events since so many people are leaving the game. because Lower Decks crew are being introduced into the game. That's what I read. That's what I read.
I read 2 comments, and that's got to be a percentage of the population.
Dude, I turned in 1 super rare and my thresholds were finished, so, you know. Hashtag fuck WRG. Chat's asking Ephraim and Dot. Yeah, I brought it up on the forums. There may be 1 or 2 other animated crew that I'm not thinking of at the moment, but yeah, it is interesting because collections are all the rage to the point where every new campaign announcement simply reads their collections and nothing else. So anytime we have a new Lower Decks crew in game, having that baseline 1 collection, and it is a stat booster, I can't imagine they're going to change when they expand, I can't imagine they're going to switch to like vanity style rewards. So every anime crew helping you towards stat boosters is a nice little plus for those who may be nonplussed about new Lower Decks crew.
Any Lower Decks haters in the chat, let us know, please. We won't berate you too much.
Tell you what, I'll poll so we can be anonymous in our hate.
There we go.
Very nice.
As a quick aside, since you mentioned the write-ups for the events, a quick shout out to the stalwart timelines, Star Trek Timelines writer, because I particularly loved Empress Giorgio Goes to Washington as a mission name.
Oh, really? I didn't spot that.
In the past event. Oh yeah, it was a great little mission. There were a bunch of little great mission names in the last
that's quite
first
good.
part of the last event.
All right, pull up in chat, folks. Let us know where you fall on the scale of excitement for Lower Decks. We've talked a lot about the value of collections in the past. Something like Resource, which is so massively huge, and they throw it on all these crew, that does sort of give value to a lot of random lesser crew who wouldn't have it. And if they ever, God forbid, stop expanding collections, then that gives you a little bit of buffer where they're still valuable for a longer time. But yeah, I was one of those people who animated collection dropped. I thought, ooh, who do I need? That sort of pushed me over the edge to get Captain Tribble from the Honor Hall, which is a very expensive one. But I thought, well, he's the most useful animated series crew at the moment outside of Gauntlet. So I went for it, and I'm not having buyer's remorse, but that is a little bit of a change up from I might not have done it if I'd known this news. So there you go.
Yeah, I think Maress was literally my next retrieve, which I'm now putting on hold until I'd see what the super rares come out, because obviously it's going to be Lower Deck super rares. It has to be. So yeah, we'll see what comes out with that. Those of us in the collection scheming world. How about you, Shy? Because I say you're more free to play than we are. You represent the common people in this.
I mean, I'm always delighted to see a collection pop up because I've been playing for so long. I have, I don't have 900 immortalized crew, but I have a fair chunk, and so it's nice to see them prove to be useful, even in their place in the freezer. So.
Ask a question. Who's my next retrieve instead? Walt asks. I'm going for 1701 Cisco. Is my I need 2 stars on him because he's cultural figure,
he sneaks up on you.
Inspiring. He's something else as well. I can't recall, but he's going to fill a bunch of. He's tribbled. Yeah, he's going to do a bunch.
He was a boil on the ass of life for the longest time because he was one of the first event crew added to the game in 2016, I think, and. Yeah, just real bad. Command dips suck. The numbers aren't good. This and that. But
horrible.
like lots of Cisco's, they give him all sorts of traits. So
Let me have a look. 17 on Cisco. What's he got? He is. Oh yeah, he's got shitloads. He's tribbled. He's displaced. He's cultural figure. He's inspiring. He's even got ones like Bajoran. There's undercover operative. Maybe a chef collection. That'd be cool.
I had noted a few weeks back. It's. I don't know if shocking is the right word, but these 1701 crew picked up Tribbled, Collection, and Mega, and a Displaced Collection and Mega within the span of like 8 months from 2 traits that they never had before. So it's kind of wild to see the swing in value from crew who literally may not even have traits, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're using them left and right. They're giving you collection values. So I kind of like that mix-up.
Quick shout out.
What are you laughing about, Shy?
Go on.
Nothing from chat or anything made me chuckle. Okay. Go on, Idol. You were about to say something.
I was about to say something. Shout out from 7 of 10F. Oh, I imagine that's our good friend 7. Shout out the following. Shy is not common, and I apologise for being such a dingbat. So I wonder why she's saying that, but I don't know. Bless her, she's been...
Your hair flips are in the mail, 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Before we move on to the next thing in line, regarding the poll and chat, I guess I'm sort of in the take it or leave it category. I was talking about this morning. I really like the show. I think it's a blast. I enjoy watching it, but I find it hard to make the sort of emotional connection, you will, with live actors and the more dramatic stuff, because it is fast paced and it's jokey, and you'll never get like a Timothy character in there that you can sink your teeth into. So, yeah, I find it hard to connect to them in game. If they have the good stats, I'll go for them. But I'm sort of.
Is it because are you a dog person, Otto? Is that why?
No. I professed my love for to honor in box before, because that moment had me rolling, and my wife too. So, but it really has to be something memorable, and I just don't find them as memorable, the comedy stuff. So
I think if we do get the Mariner with the Batleth from the very first episode doing "I love art," the honor, someone please trigger it. That would be a very emotional, because we reference that all the time in the show. So that's definitely an emotional connection there.
yeah, I know they're not doing voice clips anymore, but come on, you got to make an exception.
Is that a bat, or whatever? I'm not some kind of scientist. I love that line.
All right, for Puffcast listeners, are you excited for Lower Decks? 53% say yes to Anna. 38% say I'll take it or leave it. 9% are rubbing liniment into their joints and saying, back in my day, before New Trek.
Thank you.
Thank you for cutting me off before I got too insulting of our beloved elderly viewers.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Okay, let's move on, and we shall talk about... Oh, not the big wheel. No, we're not going to talk about that, although it's probably more interesting than this next
Big wheel, keep on turning.
I think we need Lieutenant
Rolling.
Reed himself to introduce the... Is Lieutenant Reed with you today? Is he there?
No, sir. No. Lieutenant Reed is confined to quarters.
Oh, that's a shame.
For something.
So if EV Suit Reed and his shuttle pod were to get stuck and they had to take an Argo-like all-terrain vehicle out on the comet's surface and they had to back it out of the shuttle pod slowly, what would that look like?
I don't have that light set up, sadly.
God damn it.
No, it would look something like, I have a giant rod stuck through my leg. Because I'm the most incompetent security officer.
Wrong episode. Wrong episode.
Oh, right. Yes, that's right. I know.
Yes, this is not Romulan mine, Reed.
This is not, no. This is entirely seasonal to our fresh spring and sunny April weather. We have the Reed from the Snowman episode, where they get stuck on the ice. Breaking the ice, in fact, it's called. And the Vulcans have to bail them out, despite Archer saying, no, I don't want your help. I could do it myself.
After Mayweather injures his leg while exploring Archer's comet, Reed helps him to escape.
Short and simple.
Yeah, he's got this weird smirk on his face.
He's very proud he's made a snowman. Glad he's got the artist trait.
It's got good art, though. You know what we haven't had in a long time? The J.J. Abrams lens flare on those lights. You see him there with the cross there, and if you look up some of the old crew, like Klingon Taurus's weapon, I think, or a few characters that are firing pistols, you'll see the big lens flare cross. So we haven't seen one of those in a while, and I'm kind of glad to see it back.
Now, we have quite a few Enterprise EV suit crew. Is that the same pose on all the EV? I have to recall. I can't remember what Phlox's looks like, or Archer's. But are they using the same pose and then just putting someone else in the helmet? Mayweather as well. I'm gonna have to pull them up. Hang on.
Don't put me on the spot. I'm going over to BigBook.app to look at the art on these.
I'm going to see if I can bring it up live. This is the kind of production we do. Let's have a look at Mayweather.
Yeah, well, you have actually, I think this is exact. This is strikingly similar to EV Suit Mayweather, which makes sense. They're from the same episode, so.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Slightly different lighting. But
are you side by siding those two?
Yeah, I'm side by siding right now.
Okay.
Helmet lights are exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, the helmets are pretty much spot on. I mean, I don't blame them. You've got one EV suit. You want to sort of lessen your workload, but
how many lights are on the screen? How many do you see?
5.
I don't understand how you can be so mistaken.
Don't make me play the Four Lights clip again.
No, the card itself is aggressively average. Got to bring that term back. Global boosts don't favor him right now, so even though if you look at the raw score, rank below rank 1.
Thank you, Colt.
The raw score is 108, but unboosted he's better than that. So that big splash edge, some of the fun traits like Hero and Explorer, you're getting a voyage with him probably 3 years from now. They hate Reed. They just don't give him events. What has he had? He had one in 2020, and that's it in the last 4 years. He's had one event in 4 years. So, he's got a few nice traits in there. Artist, Hero, Explorer could all hit. And you do get the collection value with the EV suit, which isn't a front-facing trait. So he's got a little bit of everything. Pretty good bases, reasonable collection value. You can voyage with him, but he's stellar nowhere. So aggressively average is my take.
Yeah, in command size, decent enough. It's like a trick for life. At least it's not command dipsec, which they could well have given him that. Like I would have maybe argued it, but just kind of gone, yeah, okay, whatever. But in command psi is good enough. Yeah, that's kind of all I've got to say about him, really.
Shouldn't the chief tactical officer always have security?
Yeah, I kind of agree on that.
as a trait.
Well,
I mean, it's nice to have variety in a read, but
command is, I think, so this is, I think, is what his first time that he's the ranking officer on an away mission, because this is episode 8 of season 1. So, of course, like the only person on the whole ship he can outrank is Mayweather, and that's the only guy with him. So, I get the command there, and the engineering makes a lot of sense. They're working on like a drill bit to get comet samples. So I think those two are kind of locked in. You could throw security as a third one there, but I don't know, the science of exploration, if you want to put it that way. So
he was exploring an asteroid, maybe? Was that relevant for Explorer? I suppose that means what they were doing with the NX-01 going out into space at the time was exploring, but that's kind of like an overarching trait, whereas I don't know whether they try and make traits more to the character and the situation, or they just do what they want.
Chad points out Midwife Worf doesn't have a security, and if Stars and Garters were here, he would say he likes it tingles the back of his neck when a character gets some new skills from what they normally have. So
do you know what I found yesterday evening browsing the internet on various sites? I found 2 audiobooks. One was Conversational Klingon, and one was Power Klingon, and they're both narrated. They're both narrated by Michael Dorn. And it's about how to teach yourself how to speak Klingon. And I was like, I need to send this to Stars somehow. Because there's a very moment there he talks very roughly and very, talk about honor. And how would the Klingons talk? That would definitely do something for Stars in the middle of the night.
Guttural Growls and You, narrated by Michael Dorn.
No, seriously, there's a lot of that. They teach you how to expectorate properly. Like, if you're not spitting at the screen while you're learning this, you're not doing it properly. Yeah, you're pretty much.
A question from chat. Trekkie for Life asks, how many lower decks and Strange New Worlds crew do you think are going to have command obsec?
Pikes could
a third of them.
Yeah.
Historically, 1/3 you can just lop off the end there. Sorry, try to cut you off.
Just going to ruminate on the possibility of my learning Klingon before I learned my mother language of Thai, and how angry my family would be at me. Can you speak Thai yet, Shy? No, but I can speak Klingon. Yeah, that would go over great.
Just say you're exploring other avenues of languages.
Yeah. How do you say aggressively average in Thai?
Oh, you cut off that.
Just say.
Okay.
Any
other ruminations on Reed while we're here? I mean, I hate to do him dirty because we don't get a lot of reads, and he's the best one by a mile.
Yeah.
The other reads
is he the best read?
We have 2 skill mirror read. We have 2014 Suliban read. We have Tourists Don't Shoot Me read, whose command ups suck. And then Ruapente read is the only one that had a glimmer of something once upon a time when he had that good attack boost in Arena, but he's long been usurped there by faster options. So
the One thing that always stands out to me is like when you look at Voyage rank 108, but you got to remember like 70 of the people above him. Okay, not an exact number, but 50 of the people above him are Command Dip Sec. You only need about 3 or 4 of those. So once you take all that out, I'd say more realistically, and we need to do some maths on this. Like, who are the most useful Command Dip Sec, Command Psi crew that you can sort of like just keep in there and take everyone else out, and maybe Reed will end up more like 40 or 50 or something like that, and actually because of his skill set is a lot more of a useful Voyage than his Voyage rank indicates.
Yeah, there are 15 I think skill sets in the game, 35 Command IPSec in the top 100, so
there you go.
Yeah,
and this is his best engineering card.
It is
only
one, because I felt like on the show he was just constantly tinkering with the torpedoes and the targeting systems. Granted, he was terrible at it, but
I mean that earned Torpedo Surgeon McCoy engineering instead of security, so they could definitely do some more with that. We had a little conversation earlier. We were upset. Well, I was upset that they have completely forgotten Ash Tyler, one of my favorite parts of Discovery. And Idle says, yeah, but they don't really have any more variants of them, do they? So I did a Google search.
I've never been quickly so proven wrong. I literally looked away from the screen to get a cup of coffee, looked back, and you'd come up with like about 15 different variants. I was like, okay. Fine,
I know. Wrong. It's the Discovery costuming budget. But yeah, to your point, Shy, they could do so many different reads in the future. And, it's never too late to fix what you've forgotten.
I would like talk show host Reed from the Shuttlepod podcast with his goatee and long hair and all.
Yeah, the soul patch.
Mm-hmm. Yes, what's that about?
Which, by the way, the latest Shuttlepod show episode is all about...
Can I teach you a lesson?
Thank you. Dominic Keating, who plays Reed. So he talks about his formative years and working his way up as an actor, so that was pretty interesting.
They're supposed to be doing one with Rick Berman soon, which I'm very interested to see how that, because they're going to have fan questions for that one. So I wonder how many of those they're going to filter.
Featuring Terry Farrell, yeah. Okay.
And Jerry Ryan as well, I imagine. Okay. We've talked about
classic Reed. We always talk about something else when Reed's on the screen. Poor guy.
Everyone should be asking, where's Archer? It's the only new crew we have this week, but we have some other things to talk about. We're going to do something we haven't done for quite a while. We're going to talk about a pack that's currently live, which is one of the 490s for the Mega, featuring, and I'll bring it live up on the screen because we're that prepared, featuring Gabriella Burnham and, where's the other one? Damn it, where is it? There it is. And Human Saru. And this is an interesting set of 490s. We don't often talk about them, but because we're a bit content light this week, we thought we'd sort of give them a little bit of attention, whether it's worth sinking your dilithium into and whether it's worth it. I know Human Saru is definitely a question many people are asking, but what about Gabriella Burnham, first of all? Is this a crew nowadays? Because when she launched, she was a bit pat. She was sort of like, nothing exciting. But this is sort of the proof, in the before days, before all the collections hit, and most people went mad for like, oh, hang on, what traits have they got? So, well, that's Gabriella Burnham. Someone you should put 490 dilithium into attempting to get?
If I were WRG, I would simply list off her traits, which include Jerry Rigger, survivalist, astrophysicist, Section 31 undercover operative, desperate caregiver, displaced. She's in 4 collections. She could be in 3 or 4 more. She's had 47 events throughout timelines. And I know you're thinking, that's probably Discovery Megas. Well, not really. This year already, she's had 8 events, and it's only April. Last year, she had 5. In 2020, she had 10. So this is a crew. Shout out to former number 2 faction event winner DC Pilot. Hold on, are we on the...
on the subject.
We'll do it live.
You think he gets used if he gets fused?
There you go.
She will get used if she gets fused, because she just gets that many trait events. So besides the collection value, this is actually a pack that I pulled. So, former tier 10, I guess, now tier 8. Not a lot of daily use, but I mean, if you're an endgame player just wanting to stack stat boost, I think she's fine for that.
How do you feel about Science Officer Tilly being in a pack?
Wow, look at him try.
That one's going to get a lot of views, I can see. How do you feel about Tilly being in that pack? Because she was just a campaign freebie. Get all 4 stars. Like, it seems a bit weird to sort of put her in there as sort of pack filler. I can understand any of the sort of event crew, like Grandmother Kess in this case. Some people might not play the event. Some people might just be missing that last star. But Tilly seems like a bit of an odd one, because that was quite recent she was debuted.
If I were to speak for Shyaporn, I would say, it's not enough that you have what you have in your basket. Other people must suffer as well. It's that sort of selfishness where you don't want them to have what you pay for. But it was a free campaign, so go ahead. Take it from here, Shy. You want everyone to spread the Tilly love?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, that's science. Is this Science Officer Tilly?
Yeah.
That's in this pack. She seems to be popping up in a lot of my event planner lists for my free-to-play self. Her and Trill Burnham in the other pack seem to pop up a lot as, to fill like seats on extra faction seats. So, I know you two aren't dupe people, but
Duping
for the likes of me, yeah. I have a number of super rare dupes.
I know plenty of people that will go mad for Section 31 Georgiou, because back in 2019 she got every event under the sun. So I know people that have like about 5 or 6 copies of her just for that alone.
Yeah, I believe I have 3 of her, but
yeah.
just because they kept giving them to us.
Yeah.
I tend to hold on to any 4 of 4 card that I get and use it to, back when I could still get a dilithium from the immortalization achievement that was useful.
Dude, I miss those. I really miss those. They got to extend that. Just set it at 2,000. If someone wants to do a billion ensigns, Kim, let them.
Right.
I mean,
Gabriel Burnham was in The Wire, so that's going to class up any show or crew.
You think they'll let a Wire collection?
They should have the Wire collection.
Who else is?
Even though I don't know who else. Yeah. I don't think there are any other actors from The Wire. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, moving on to the other pack now. Now, Human Saru. That's a big name, but he has been pipped a little bit lately with the likes of Archer and Porthos and a few other names, but still ludicrously powerful.
A malfunctioning holoprogram aboard the wreckage of the KSF Kiev made Saru appear human.
And he's a good guy. This was the event that I very touch and go went to rank 30 on, and I was literally like 60 to 100 VP from dropping to 31, like sweating on that event. It was not fun, but yeah, a great card. I love this card. I love this episode. I love this whole storyline in Discovery Season 3 when they went and he found Su'Kal, and they had that whole moment. They all came out as different species, and they tried to work it all out. And I loved that whole sequence. I thought that was really good. So this has got a nice moment. But speak to me about the card. Worth, if you're at, say, 2 or 5, if you're at 3 or 5, worth dropping some of your hard-earned off-a-wall dilithium in order to grab him. Or attempt to.
Something I never thought I'd say. He's actually reminding me, maybe just because we looked at her, of Displaced Gabriel Burnham. Another 4 collection crew with 1 or 2 other traits that might hit. Already picked up a Mega this year, 13 events last year. So, he hasn't been forgotten after Discovery. He has just enough traits. Exobiology, Linguist, Costume, Survivalist, Displaced. They like Discovery in general. They gave him plenty of Megas. And then they said when they added Displaced, one of the goals they wanted to do was add value to crew like the cast of Discovery. So big old base, number 3. He's probably going to command seats even without a bonus. Still a great Voyager. Like I said, the collections are there, so plenty of events. It's just a great crew overall. If you're a newer player, I mean, don't do 6-packs. But this is not only a targeted pull.
Yeah.
It's not only, it's targeted and it's discounted. So if you want to get 1 or 2 stars with whatever meager stockpile of deal you may have, cite him the rest of the way. He's absolutely worth it. He will be for a while.
I mean, even Bajor and Culber and Trill Burnham, they're not bad cards in any respect. They're well, only I haven't checked Super A ranks for a while, but like they were good on launch. They've got trades events. There's a lot going for them. Their main cast crew. This is a damn good pack to pull, even if you say, oh, I'll just go for a star on Burnham and then or star on Culber and then go, oh, great, I got a Saru. It's not a bad one. Not a bad one to pull.
Shai, tell me about Human Saru, who shared the stage in the episode Sukal with a man who played Mr. Noodle. So let's tie that all together there.
This is the legendary performer of stage and screen, Bill Irwin, famous clown in the old vaudevillian tradition. Yes, you may know him as Mr. Noodle from PBS, but he was also in the Don't Worry, Be Happy video with Bobby McFerrin and Robin Williams. The small but cult classic My Blue Heaven with Steve Martin and Rick Moranis. And won a Tony Award for his production of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. So
I'm sold. I'm buying Dill right now from the store so I can.
Yeah, but Human Saru is one of the few event crew that I spent 4 honor sale citations on to immortalize pretty much straight away, and he's voyaged hard for me. Like him and the 1-2 punch of returning Saru are a great combination on my voyages.
Yeah, that mega came as a time when we were just seeing rubbish 5-star crew after rubbish 5-star crew, and then all of a sudden they launched that mega, and then Human Saru came around. He's like, I think at the time he was voyage rank 7 or 8 or something like that. He was definitely in the top with 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, something like that.
He was real good. Yeah,
he was top, and it was just like, oh my god, they've actually done it. Oh no, I tell you what, no, Human Saru was number 1 until you went on the forums.
You motherfucker.
That's right.
Okay, no.
Thanks, Otto.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Okay, no, it wasn't really your fault, but he was outrageously statted.
All right, in the absence of stars and garters, shout out to Happy Birthday Brody, by the way. Talk to us about AKA Doug Jones in the Flash.
Shut up, Otto, you moron.
And I said AKA A, Doug Jones in the Flash, and B, I like that art. Like the lines on the vest, they look sharp. Mm-hmm. The color's nice.
I mean, Doug Jones is just one of the most gifted physical performers of the last 30 years, right? He was in The Shape of Water, the award-winning Guillermo del Toro movie. He was Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four: Rise of
I didn't know that.
Of the Silver Surfer. Exactly. Oh, wow. Like
no
he
CGI.
Does all these physical. Yeah, no CGI. He just dipped himself in a molten silver and rode a surfer. He's just a chameleon, and I personally find Saru to be one of the greatest television makeup and performer collaborations in my estimation.
I love the sort of the physical, it's not just the voice, it's not just the acting he brings, but he also does bring a kind of physical movement to Saru, which, when he walks, he does the wavy hands thing. He's got on the stilts, he's got a way of walking, a way of running, a way that he composes Saru, where you look at him and you kind of go, oh, that's Saru, and not the guy from Pan's Labyrinth or the Silver Surfing. Like, he's got a way of making his stature, physicality work for the character that he's playing, and making it not just some guy behind a mask and a suit, making it an actual character with an identity combined with his voice and his his acting talent.
Right, so, which is why it was such a great team up between him and Bill Irwin, who I know he reveres as another physical actor. Irwin, who also has other sci-fi cred, he played TARS the robot in Interstellar by Christopher Nolan.
Oh, really?
He was the puppeteer for that machine and did the voice as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one with the three legs, isn't it? That does.
Yeah, the silver.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The first Andorian in Trek was Shras, right? In Journey to Babel. Is that the first time we've seen Andorian?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So during our last charity stream, we had Noah Akayan, who talked about how he put together the character Rin, and a lot of it was going back and looking at what Jeffrey Combs did with his Andorian. So, Shras may have been the first one, but he wasn't the quintessential one. But, how many times have we talked about Nimoy? He is Vulcan. Anyone who did a Vulcan after him went back, looked at what Nimoy did, And it's not true. It's not just because you're the first one doesn't mean you're the automatic prototype. But Doug Jones as a Kelpian, you better believe everyone who plays a Kelpian from now on looks back at what he does and goes, all right, what are Kelpians based on what he provides context, and then they go from there. So it's not an automatic thing, but great actors like that will set the mold that everyone else wants to follow after that. So.
Yeah, the character that defines the species. Okay, on that tangent, since we've got a show, who would you say are other characters and actors that define their races or have defined the race? And I'm going to throw one out there first off, and I'm going to say Andreas, forget his surname, but as Tomalak, was one of the definitive Romulan characters, because he was one of the first. This
may be a cop-out, but I'm going to say William Shatner and humanity. Because I'm dead serious. The morality play, the risk-taking, the doing what's right thing, if he's not shagging women, he's really setting the bar for humanity and what we could be. So I really think he really did it. So, Gowron, there you go. Robert C. Riley with Klingons.
Interesting. Not Worf.
I mean, Worf did a lot, but
I think Gowron is the pure Klingon, because Worf was the Klingon. He was Dancing with Wolves, wasn't he? But he was, Gowron was a Klingon through and through.
Armin Shimmerman. There you go. We had a lot of Ferengi throughout TNG, but Quark really broke the mold there. J.G. Hertzler. That's true. There are a lot of good Klingons.
Some say Mark Lamo.
I feel like Martok.
Yeah.
Martok is even more quintessential Klingon, because Worf is sort of a stranger in a strange land. He hasn't really grown up in Klingon culture. He's sort of embodying what he idealizes as Klingon culture, which turns out not to be what Klingon culture actually is.
As Guy said, I've seen Klingons do big belly laughs that would make your hair stand on end. Someone say Mark Lamo for Cardassians. I would kind of say more maybe Damar as a typical Cardassian as opposed to Dukat. Dukat was a megalomaniac who kind of pushed, who sold the Cardassians under the bus. But I'd say Damar is more the Cardassian spirit than Dukat is.
I do think
David Warner.
I was going to say Madred is actually the one I think
that's
about.
That's a good one, actually.
Because the Iron Fist and the ruling through cruelty is sort of a thread that brings itself back as to how... I'm going to reference Birth of the Federation again. When you pick the race at the beginning of the thing, they have this little 10-second vignette with a voiceover that tells you what your race is all about, and they talk about ruling through control no matter what the cost for Cardassians. And yeah, David Warner's character brings that to mind a lot more than Limo.
Interesting. Twitcher J says, who should be the quintessential actor for the Borg? And the only person I can think of talking about is Hugh, for being the typical drone. Because you could talk about the Queen, you could talk about any of the Queens as being the leader, but I feel like the Queen and the drone are two very separate things. But I would say for actually the representation of what a Borg is like, I would say Hugh. Because although you've got Seven when she is first coming out of simulation, she soon sort of sheds that off and starts to embrace her humanity. But I think from just a pure confused drone, how they act, how they're represented as a species, you actually see it from freshly disconnected from the assimilation to just to go in there. And we are having reports from chat that there is a new Badgey in the vault.
I tell you what, well, the next thing I want to share a screen anyway, so if we move on to that, then I'll go ahead and do that, and then we can talk Badgey before we move on to the next thing, so.
Badgey. Show me Badgey. Oh, hang on, I need to press Discord, not OBS. There we go. Oh, hello. So he's a
rare crew.
Interesting. I wouldn't think they were giving out rare crew anymore.
Pay attention, Nightmare players.
Science, engineering, diplomacy. Hologram Federation Starfleet resourceful communicator.
Interesting. Oh yes, thank you. Hi.
Marine ability. Hi. Can I? And of course the collections, since that's what matters most for Blue Crew. So, what do you guys think of the art there?
That's great art. That's brilliant. That's what that was the one they showed off on the teaser, wasn't it? There was him and Pike.
Can I teach you a lesson?
There it is. But that's the loading.
Ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Do you think Clippy is too old of a reference for the player base?
No,
Or people
Just
remember?
right. I think you're perfect.
No, our
Yeah, people
average
remember.
age is like 45, I
Yeah,
think.
no, you've
Okay.
absolutely. Oh, and he's also in the animated collection as well. Thank you, Genos. So he will be there.
He will be, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not yet, but...
Why does Badgey's voice sound familiar? He was in 30 Rock. The actor's name he's the sort of the tour guide, who's the very sort of Christian enhanced tour guide, who I will find out for you. But yes, he is a familiar voice.
I'm so glad I spent 100,000 honor and 4 citations on Captain Tribble when I could get a blue animated crew for free, like 3 weeks later. That's
Jack McBrayer,
excellent.
thank you. That's the one I was thinking of.
I know they don't have this technological capability, but it would be great if Badgey's progress bar would advance as you fully fused him.
Look at him try.
That, and they did say we're getting, I think, a legendary Badgey. So, I don't know what his art is like, but maybe a 4-star would be half loaded, and then the 5-star
There
is
you
fully
go.
loaded.
That's a good compromise.
Okay, here's the question for you. Do you think we will see an evil Badgey or maybe a helpful Badgey? Do you think we will see more Badgey variants?
Well, I think he said there's a 5-star and then one other one.
Oh, did he? I must have missed that one.
Yeah, I think when he came on the demo, the new features. So.
Well, there he is. Oh no, we're going to get him. Do you reckon it's going to be a daily, or do you think they're going to do an objective event for a 3-star? Like they did with the whales. The whales were a proto-objective event where it's achievements, wasn't it?
Yeah, the only other rare crew we've had since they made the change to event threshold or ranked rewards was the whales, and they came in temporary achievements, which are kind of now objective events.
Oh, apparently he's in the portal.
Can I teach you a lesson?
He's in the
Start
portal.
opening packs.
He's he's in the portal and he's available from Voyager. So you know what you do if you're going to pull for Human Saru, do it now. Interesting. Well, he'll come with time. That's fine. We can happily wait for that. But yeah, definitely resourceful is a good one. Communicated their big collections, so having an easy get on that is good for everybody. And yes, he also completes the rare crew for those that haven't finished that yet. Okay. Moving on. Auto, what are you going to do for us? You're going to...
I'm going to airlock everyone I own and start a new alt.
No, you're supposed to say the theme. You're going to Cite for...
Say the line, Auto.
Cite for love. Okay, that was...
Yes,
that went
pay no attention to my resources. This Sunday, the 1st? May 1st?
It is.
Yes, may the 1st be with you. We're going to have a little chill stream action. One of the things we're going to do on there, don't you shake your head, that was an excellent segue. One of the things we're going to do on there is a little more of this Cite for love. Figure out some crew. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to join in on me, but I'm kind of tapped out on efficiency, and I want to do some fun stuff. So as I scroll past the hordes of fully fused ones, let's find some that aren't done yet. And you guys tell me, no whammies, stop. You tell me when to stop.
Oh, I'm going to say, you got Wreckable O'Brien there. If you want to improve your efficiency, that's a good one to do.
No, not efficiency.
No, right,
Find me a character that you absolutely love. Tell me why. Let's talk about episodes.
Good.
The Bone King.
Oh, it's characters that we love, not characters that you love.
Yeah.
Well, or me, whatever.
Just search Chakotay and
talk me into it.
He's awesome. He's Gorkon. He's another defining factor of the Klingons. Klingons aren't just all aggressive, warrior races. We're going to drink blood wine and, headbutt everyone. No, sometimes they're cunning, they're politicians, they're compassionate. I think that's definitely another facet to David Warner's portrayal.
Right. Was this his third appearance on Star Trek, David Warner?
Yes. Second in the movie. Literally, he was in the previous movie as a human.
Okay, here's one that might meet all criteria, because he's very tradey and shy. I know you can talk me into Khan, right?
Yes. Khan is superior.
Rich Corinthian leather.
Yeah. Exactly. Now there's a
that
reference.
Naked Gun
Not all of our.
No, he used to hawk. What were they?
Did he?
Lincoln, was it?
Yeah,
Was it Lincoln Continental?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was talking about the seating in cars. He was a pitchman for a car company, a luxury car brand, and he
Yeah.
would talk about the rich Corinthian leather in the cars.
All right, I tell you what, I got to do this one because
It's an easy one.
my dad and I used to joke about that commercial for years after it came out. So we're gonna go ahead and finish
yes.
Con.
Wait, stop. Hang on. Trekkie for Life
Do it.
has just mentioned that Tuvok, the actor Tim Russ, was in the motion picture. That can't be right.
The motion picture.
I know he's in Generations.
Yeah, I think they mean Generations, not
Must be Generations.
because he would have been.
Too young.
How old would he have been?
Like 6.
Like 18, 18 or something.
Yeah. As a background, I may have messed up the movie. Oh yeah, he was in Generations. He wasn't. Yeah, definitely in Generations for sure. He was on the Enterprise B. Okay.
All right, find me one more, and then we'll move on
Let's have a look.
and pick this up on Sunday.
Definitely not Suspiria.
Well, why do you not have a First Officer Burnham fully fused, or is that a dupe?
That's true.
I don't particularly like Burnham. Actually, I particularly don't like Burnham. So
How about that O'Brien? Augment Commander O'Brien, you were talking about in the last couple of days.
I do like his little grenade launcher. Looks like an inflatable toy.
Nice big sec base.
And I think this item has the record for the longest item name in the game. Augment O'Brien's modified nanoprobe grenade launcher. Yeah, but there's no. I don't know. Is there much sentiment there?
Paris and Trip found, yes, he was on Sulu's ship in the Undiscovered Country, but Tim Russ wasn't actually in the Undiscovered Country. It wasn't until flashback on season 3 of Voyager that he was, but Tim Russ was in Star Trek Generations on the Enterprise B. Sorry. I had to get that out there. Someone is wrong on the internet.
We have Katrine, which Stars, I believe, declared as Janeway's sexiest variant. Is that correct?
That's pretty true. Definitely boss.
Yeah, but if I was gonna,
oh my god, who's retrieving?
If I was gonna do a Stars one, I'd probably do a Worf.
That Wolf is, he's okay. He got a lot of use when I fused him at the start. Oh, Evie Suit Wolf, come on, assimilate this. That's a good one to do. Nice skill set.
All right, but you got to get Stars to watch this episode. Then I'm doing it just for him, and then I'll level him.
First
afterwards.
contact. Oh, hold him back.
All right, so we'll pick up this thread on
Nice.
Sunday, and if you guys want to bring your own conundrums, give us a list of crew that you might want to cite for love, and we can help you pick based on episode and character and charisma and all of that.
Okay, we're going to talk about 2 more crew. We're going to talk about 2 crew that we've been planning to talk about for at least 5 minutes before the show, because we thought, hey, we're a little bit late this day.
I think 3 minutes actually.
About 3 minutes before, no, literally about 2 minutes before pre-roll. We were putting these in. Okay, let's talk not about these 2. No. Let's go on to off the top of Auto's head, Vic Fontaine, Dip Med, Jazz Superstar, Trait Aficionado, King of the Holosuite. Talk to me, Auto. What are we? Why Vic? Why now? Why are you bringing him to our attention?
So there's a lot of angles here. You have James Darren, who did a fantastic job in DS9.
I have the James Darren's Jazz album. It's brilliant.
The soundtrack he contributed is so good. It went actually a long way to. Everyone loves Siege of AR 558.
Oh yes.
Nog loses his leg. He's holed up in the tent, and as there's phaser blasts and screaming Jem'Hadar outside, they're playing Vic's music to try to block things out. And then during his recovery, we could get several Vic variants, sweater vest Vic, etc. from Bada Bing Bada Bang. A self-aware hologram, Vic runs the Vic's Las Vegas Lounge holoprogram, popular among the DS9 command staff. So he's also an interesting card. He used to get a few features back in the day, and even though you're not going to use him for much, he's got a boatload of collections. He has that bada bing, bada bang collection. Everyone wants Scapegoat O'Brien. He has a lot of traits: hologram, artist, gambler, musician, merchant, romantic, crafty. So he could be in 7, 8 collections before you know it. And he was the Discord avatar for our Timelines Talks server for a long time. So
it was for quite a while, yes.
I don't know. I just think he's interesting, and I hope we get more James Dean in the game.
So the story behind that was also like, you know,
Sorry,
people used to call
James Darren.
James Darren. People used to call like the Timelines Discord the main one. They used to call it. You always call it main. It's always main. You know, in the main Discord. So they started like when I put Vic up, it was just going, oh, I'll call it main and Fontaine. I thought, oh, that's quite nice. So affectionately, some people still refer to the Timelines Talk server as Fontaine. Breaking news, apparently the Quantum Pass has changed to provide more daily Quantum, 70 instead of 50. And Cairo asks, is that enough to make people buy it? Just quickly tangenting away from Vic Fontaine.
Hold on. We can't make quick on-the-fly decisions in this show. Things are planned out weeks ahead of time. And I will not go on a tangent at this
finish
point
Vic
in
and then
time.
we'll talk about Quantum.
Well, you guys talked to me about Vic. I laid him out the best I could there.
Go on, Shay.
Well, I love that he has an album. I didn't know he had an album. The only other Star Trek album I bought was Brent Spiner's Old Yellow Eyes is Back. But both from the American Songbook, I'm assuming. But yeah, you're right. The Siege episode is great. Nog lets out that blood-curdling scream, which I think is just a tremendous bit of acting right there. But yeah, Vic's a great counselor in that show. He should have more med stat in general.
Yeah, it's interesting to see just a hologram singing as Med. What do you think medical he's bringing here with his singing? Do you think his singing is soothing people?
Well, I mean, the tie-in to Aaron Eisenberg's arc, definitely. So,
yeah, he's completely part of his recovery and psychological recovery and therapy in that episode.
I think it's also good for the rest of the DS9 crew, because once they start to sort of get accustomed to him, even like in Bada Bing, you know, Cisco eventually sort of relents and says, you know, this is a good thing, and starts singing with him. Like this in the moments of war with the Dominion War is very much a sort of a soothing thing, a relaxing thing, a break from the toils of war, as it were, and the drama of the station, to just go and chill out in somewhere that isn't Quarks. All right, let's move on to our...
All right,
go on.
Polls up in chat since you wanted
yes.
to pivot to Quantum.
Let's do that.
So if it's 70 a day, I think they give you 5 or 10 days. It's not the regular dilithium monthly card, which is a full month. It's just 10 days. So 700 Quantum for 5 regional bucks. You still have to pony up the credits. You still have to find the last 200 Quantum between your couch cushions. Is it worth it for you?
It's a tricky one. Like you say, with the credits, actually increases the credit. If you're already buying the Quantum Pass, it increases the credit sort of cost a little bit, but you're getting more Quantum. So what is that? That's, is it 5 to 10 days, isn't it? So it is 700 Quantum over 10 days. I don't know. I bought the first Quantum Pass once, and I haven't touched it since, because I'm not in that much of a rush.
High Roller Shy, tell me what you think about this Kraken deal.
I mean, obviously I'm VIP 0, so I don't buy anything. But as it is, I'm struggling just to get 5 million credits every 18 days to make my my retrieval. It's 18 days still, right? Is that the...
Something like that, yeah.
I think it's 18 and a half or...
Yeah.
It's not being pedantic.
So, you know, I'm just...
0.4372981.
I'm doubling my... Yeah, I'm doubling my Saturday cadets like diligently and trying to raise like that 5 million credits to do my retrieval pool.
Okay. I'm once again asking
days.
you for more credits.
Here's an interesting question from the chat as well, from Trekkie for Life. And Shai, you might be able to answer this one. Do you think, as it's a massive long shot, but do you think you could get that Star Trek Continues, its web series, could get into Star Trek timelines? It weren't too bad considering they had OG actors, for example, Apollo, Q, and Worf. Could we potentially get those characters? Could we get some Phase 2 characters, perhaps Lieutenant Sulu, in fact?
Well, I mean, if they're continuations of the original characters, like they had the actor who played Apollo. Have you seen all of the Star Trek Continues or the Phase 2. Yeah, they had the actor who played Apollo back on the fan film series. And maybe they could have that in as an originals. George Takei had a great episode in the series that I was part of, New Voyages, where it was sort of an adaptation of The Tempest, and young Lieutenant Sulu had been shunted off to a parallel universe and then brought back through the transporter, and was George Takei at his age, and he had like furs and a sword, and he had been surviving with his daughter on this abandoned, like, desolate planet by himself for 30 years. I'd love to see that character, but they'd have to be originals, and I'm sure CBS Paramount would not be delighted to give any sort of legitimacy to the fan film community more than they already have, because they've been taken advantage of a bit by certain productions.
We never really asked you about your experience on this, like on doing new, like, because you did Phase 2 New Voyages. I think you did 3 or 4 of them, didn't you, as Lieutenant Sulu? Like, how did you get into that? What got you into that sort of fan film, especially?
Back in the day, I was something of a YouTuber, and I had made a 47-second summary of the Star Trek 2009 video that went semi-viral, just like Star Trek in 47 seconds. And they contacted me asking if I wanted to be Sulu, and I said no. But then years later, they contacted me again and mentioned that they wanted me to play Sulu, because they didn't say it the first time. They just said, "Hey, we want to talk to you about something," the first time. Right. And then the second time, they were like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll do this." My experience is that up in Ticonderoga, New York, this band of super fans led by super fan and nationally recognized Elvis impersonator James Cawley have built a recreation of the 1967 Desilu Star Trek sets, and they were the longest running one of the OG fan films out there. There was a lot of drama. Star Trek Continues as a splinter group that like went off from that group. I never experienced any of that drama because I came in later. They're all like lovely people, but most importantly, the sets are just freaking magical. Like, as a Star Trek fan, to like walk on those sets and down those hallways and in those rooms, and James is excruciatingly detailed about screen accuracy. Like, they've rebuilt the set like 4 times just to accommodate like new scans of the original set or anything, and it's a wonderful experience. And now Shatner goes up there like semi-annually and does events. I think George and Walt Koenig are up there. I met Nichelle Nichols up there as well. It's a great experience. So from just being in like the most amazing sandbox you could imagine, playing in the most amazing sandbox you can imagine, it's a great experience. It was a great experience. It's sad that there was so much kind of bad blood between the two productions, because I think Continues did a lot of great stuff.
But was that Sulu as good as yours? Did a lot of great stuff.
Well, it was the late Grant Imahara, so as a person, he was amazing.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he was great because he really dug into it. They got to do a mirror episode, and he really like sunk his teeth into Mirror Sulu. It was really fun to watch him do that. But yeah. So to answer your question, Trekkie for life. I kind of doubt they're ever going to do that.
I think we need now to start a petition to get Shy in the game. If we can get you in the game, we can get you in Star Trek.
Yes.
Even Strange New
Fifth
Worlds,
New Voyages Sulu.
Let's get Shy. Let's get Shy in Star Trek New Strange New Worlds. That's our new campaign we're going to run with for 2022.
As soon as they canonize Timelines Talks, there's your conduit into the game. Then
Listen, if at any point they say, "Hey, oh, you know that old streaming service Twitch, or that old streaming streaming service YouTube," then we'll be like, "Yes, we're on that. Timeline Talks canon. They're there." We're not talking about Star Trek though. Maybe we're talking about Star Trek. Yes.
Timelines Talks news summary. We are already in the game. Come on.
You've kept that email. Amazing.
I'm keeping that. Till they delete the account.
Amazing.
I'm pretty sure if I ever got on a Star Trek show, they would introduce me in the game as the most useless 1-star crew
No, come on.
ever, as revenge for like the various parody songs that I've like written over the years.
Amazing.
No, what revenge? Come on, those are good, dude. Braxton is still that's a tier 1 parody. All right, for Puffcast listeners, is the Quantum card worth it now? 700 Quantum for $5 regional dollars. 85% say they won't buy it at all. 15% say they will buy it sparingly, and no one will buy it regularly.
All right. Next crew that you have picked for us.
We still have show to go. I can't believe it.
I know, it's amazing.
We somehow went from read to over an hour.
Commander Ari Bin Bem Sisek Med Gauntletier, only Pandronian in the game so far. What do we think? How are we feeling about this legendary? How do you find him in Gauntlet, first of all, for those that have him?
To paraphrase No Name Namer in the Big Book channel of the Timeless Talks Discord a day or two ago, the best thing that came from adding all those Baylock crit sets, all those 65%ers, is the Pandroni got his first 45%er, which I think was yesterday's Gauntlet. So he has...
Yeah, he's ridden for me on that one.
He's got big overall power. He's got a great skill set, because you don't see a lot of Psi-Med stacks. I mean, walls. You see sometimes defensive flocks. You don't see a lot of Sec-Med. So from a few different angles, he's got beefy rolls. He doesn't have this really weak tertiary, kind of like a Mambo Picard or a Mir Jean-Luc. So he's beefy is the best word I can think of there. And he picked up the animated collection, which, no telling how big that gets. They're probably going to pump out a lot of lower decks crew. He's got 3 collections overall. So he's not a good Voyager, and he doesn't have great bases. So people don't necessarily like adding stars. I think, he's just a Gauntlet crew, but he's got reasonable collection value there too.
This was the crew that made me watch Taz, because I remember when it came out, and I looked and I went, "Oh, they fucked the art up. Look, they can't even align the body up. And then what's going on with those extra arms? They've just got the production version." And until someone said, "No, that's what the character looks like," I'm like, I have to go and see this. So
Exodia.
Yes, it's what made me go and watch it.
I do love the Taz art adaptations that the game has been doing. They're really on point. But I also don't mind the lower decks more cartoony look that they seem to be going with. But the Taz adaptations are very lovingly done.
I think it'd be cool if they made that delineation going forward, because we have panned Lara over and over again, but it's clear they're going to do lower decks pretty faithful to what you see on the screen, but a lot of the animated series they've sort of adapted to the almost like live action. I hope they keep that delineation, because you could just do Hanna-Barbera sticker from TAS, but like you said, they've done this one. They've done a few other ones that escape me at the moment. Let me see if I can pull up and see what other really good ones they did from TAS.
Meanwhile, he's not much of a Voyager, but I say his use is Gauntlet. And he's fairly decent. Like he's a good filler for that part of the game, definitely.
Shy, talk to me about, because I don't think this is something that we ever brought up on the show. Talk to me about Spock and Ichaya and what they may have used for reference to get him looking like more than just a cartoon.
Yeah, I remember, because I was paging through old photos of Nimoy, and I think they actually found a younger photo of Nimoy to try to create the Spock and Ichaya art, since they're basically working from a Hanna-Barbera cartoon line drawing of him. So I thought they did a pretty good job with the Spock and Ichaya card. Certainly, as a playable card, it's great for me. I don't know if he's still working for you guys, but He's still carrying water for me.
A little bit, yeah. He makes the odd command med here and there. He's doing more, not as much work as I thought he would, because like on paper you look at his stats and you're like, oh, actually that's really good. But I think in the field of the competition with all the other cards, and especially once our lovely Cation comes out. Hello.
I'm going to send you that image. If you can pull up him and Spock and Ichaya.
Oh wow, okay.
Sorry to throw this at you live, but
no, it's fine. We're doing all sorts.
Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll also send you the headshot so you can just grab it from.
Oh Lord, hang on.
DM.
Right. Phil, while I do this. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and sometimes this photo referencing works for them, like in this case.
For a second.
But sometimes they just go with a candid shot, like they did of Nurse Agawa. I think it was just like a production shot of her in her uniform,
So
and it's just kind of her standing there.
We've got the two Spocks up on the screen: Spock and Nightshire, and what I presume is young Leonard Nimoy. I think I've seen that picture before.
Right. So anyway, yeah, I hope they continue with that delineation between totally stylized lower decks and maybe a little more timelines focused animated series, because I just like the way they've done a lot of them. And then you talk.
It's that kind of show, isn't it? But yes, back onto Bem. Like I like.
We stretched Evie Suit Reed into an hour 10.
This is like
Pat yourself on the back, boys.
We're pulling that dough out all the way, and now it's paper thin. And but yeah, last one, Harry Bim Bam. I think the art's great. I think the what, like you say, what they're doing with Taz and making them their own kind of style in the game, because this is sort of very kind of Lucian. Lucian's a great one as well, who's a very weird character in Taz as well, and you know, like it makes me kind of it made me want to go and watch Taz and explore that kind of thing I'd never seen before.
EM3 green for looking like a booger, but in the best possible way. And then Scorchar, even though they kind of took the cop out with the Memory Alpha photo, it was still the best pose of him with his arms crossed. So, and I think everyone likes Shibboleth Mures. So
Mures. Yeah, definitely will, because it's Major Ron.
Can Otto say Spock and Ichaya again? So in the episode they say Ichaya, but DC Fontana, the writer, said she prefers Ichaya because that's more Vulcan sounding and more, I don't know, what's the word? Mysticism and whatever. So she says Ichaya is too harsh on the nose sounding. So I'm going with Ichaya.
Ichaya. All right.
Ooh. Red alarm! Red alarm!
Mike Stone
Red
Jr.
alarm!
Thank you very much for
About
following.
this long, this thick?
Thank you, Wesley. Okay, it is time, because we haven't done it in a little while, and since we've got some time to fill, I think... Oh, have I still got it installed? Yes, I have. It is What the Dub time, so let me get this started. For those that haven't played What the Dub, it is a word matching game. We're going to play... How should we do this? Should we do the quick game, the three of us, and then we'll open up to the room? I'm up for any suggestions. Although we'll probably get trounced by Shy here. Did he call you Stars? Look. Filling that hole in our heart.
When I started this game, I had hair longer than Stars, but no longer.
Right, I will share the screen momentarily.
Time for the world's most popular video game, What the Dub!
Yes, it is What the Dub time. Okay, let me bring my browser. Should we do the three of us, or should we invite anyone else in? What do you reckon, Otto? Start Shy.
Yeah, let's go Full House.
Let's go Full House. All right.
Yeah, I'm the more the merrier.
I will share the screen then.
Had to play
The more nerds Shy can slay, the happier he'll be.
Right, let me share my screen. Da-da-da. Where are we? What the Dub? Go live. Yes. Right. Your room code is, for those that want to join, first come, first serve, because bugger it, why not? Oh, no, wrong button.
But don't tell your co-hosts.
Yes, don't go. QTPU. Oh, also beating to it. Wow. Right, QTPQ. Oh, what K is in? Nice. I may have added a few new scenes as well. Let me know about sound levels as well, guys. Cairo's in. See if we get that one more. One for the sync. Okay. guys in chat, you can vote as well.
Welcome to What the
I'll let the intro
Dub.
play out for those
the
who haven't played it
rules
before.
are simple. Each round, a video will play with missing dialogue. Each player enters their wittiest replacement dub. Players watch the dubs and vote on the best one. The player with the highest score at the end of the game wins. It's just that easy.
We'll see if we can get you in next time, Evans. Okay, here we go.
Round 1.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Give it your best shot and enter your dub.
There we go. That's an interesting one. I'm really glad that was one of my new ones. I got some stuff from Farpoint. Got a few more
They're
from
probably
Farpoint.
all going to be Farpoint now.
Hopefully not.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
Yes, this long, this thick.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
He promised to announce the next Timelines event long ago.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Perfect.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
Yes, he said something about a mutant academy and that he had seen everything.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
Yes, sir. He killed my father. Killed him dead. But I got over it. Really. Long ago.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
He was a humble candle salesman before becoming Starship Captain.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
Mom said she used to know him, back before I was born.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Vote.
Okay,
Or don't.
we can vote.
The choice
Chat if you
is
want
yours.
to vote. It's exclamation mark vote and then the number. So please put it in. I'll go for that. Hopefully it's not too much stream delay. Hey, Trekky's got it. Usually first, I don't know, it's sometimes funny, first round it sometimes doesn't count the chat votes, but sometimes it does. It can be a bit finicky.
I appreciate the Sub-Rosa tie-in from last week's episode.
Humble candle salesman. This is where we guess who's written everything. I'm trying to guess which one Shy did.
Better hurry.
I especially
Yeah, you
appreciate
play-
it because I wrote it, but it's still a good one.
Didn't like that can. One word. Wow.
Nice.
Nice. Nicely done.
I like that one, Cairo.
Ooh, there you go. Ooh, also with an early lead.
Another round of What the Dub is coming at you.
Rona, stop this. Stop this, please. You're not Nana. Nana's dead.
Time to shake the world, kid. Enter your dub.
What's happening on the keyboard?
I did fall asleep reading a particularly erotic chapter in my grandmother's journal.
Something's happened to the keyboard, it's gone weird. I've lost my Y. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, I can't type. Sorry, I'm struggling with my keyboard. It suddenly moved the Y and the Z in different places, and I don't know why. Yeah, that was the other new one I picked, so I'm wondering if it's going in order somehow. I need to check the folder. That's weird. Why is it doing that?
You gotta randomize in the folder, I guess.
I don't know, it's weird. Let me have a quick look.
Rona, stop this. Stop this, please.
Stop these low prices on caskets, only $14,999.
You're not Nana. Nana's dead. Rona, stop this. Stop this, please.
I'm not Ronan, I'm Nana. Nana, Batman.
You're not Nana. Nana's dead. Rona, stop this. Stop this, please.
You might remember me from such funerals as Nana, the glory years.
You're not Nana. Nana's dead. Rona, stop this. Stop this, please.
Stop what? I'm not doing anything, your Nana is.
You're not Nana. Nana's dead. Rona, stop this. Stop this, please.
Oh, Beverly, mind your own beeswax. Get it? Because your sex candle is made of wax? From bees, Nana told a funny.
You're not Nana. Nana's dead. Rona, stop this. Stop this, please.
Beverly, my agent just called. I'm ready to reprise my role as Major Kira in Deep Space 69.
You're not Nana. Nana's dead.
Which dub did you like best? Vote now!
Yeah, that one. Let me just check the installation folder quickly. Oh yeah, there's multiple clips in there. It's just, I think it's just randomly picked the two new ones I put in. We'll see if it does it a third time. Oh, very good, Evans. Hey, aren't you Nana Visitor?
Time's running out.
Oh, how did we miss that?
I know.
Damn it.
Let's see who did what. Oh!
You're a certified dreamboat.
Wow.
Yeah. I like that one. Wow. Sweeped it.
Dominating.
Yes.
Round 3.
Thanks. Another time.
Enter your dub.
Too obvious?
Oh yeah, always go with the obvious.
I don't want to give away too much about my one. And for those that don't know, that was from the episode Justice, which is a very problematic episode.
I think Shy has the time zone advantage on us. That's why he does so much better.
Except I'm losing.
You're lulling us.
It's a ploy, a plan, a plot to start a Romulan war.
I feel like we should have had a side bet here, Idol, where you try to guess which one was mine, since you claimed to
actually. I'll go try and do that.
zeroed in on my writing stuff.
Cool, come on, Trey. You're mere seconds away. Hurry up!
He's got to write everything upside down from Australia, so give him a minute.
Just avoid all those spiders.
That's just science.
The Coriolis effect. in the internet.
We're just about to have a group sing-along of Faith of the Heart.
Thanks. Another time.
Trey said he submitted.
We used so much baby oil, we're smooth as an android's bottom. I guess you're not ready for that one yet, but your kids are going to love it.
Oh, there's got to be a shy one.
Thanks. Another time.
Back to the Future reference.
You want new clothes from us? You can show even more chest hair than on Angel 1.
Thanks. Another time.
Did you want to join us? We're all about to play the solo from Nightbird.
Okay, that's
another time.
That's one of you two, I know.
Want to see our 14 varieties of silver balls?
Thanks. Another time.
Vote for your favorite dub.
Yeah, I think that one. I think if there's anyone to make a Back to the Future joke, it's Shy. Yeah, I've definitely got to do that Nightbird thing. Oh yeah, we just got the pre-stream. Don't give it away. How's the repointing going, Shy?
Hear it? Is that I apologize to any podcast listeners for the construction sounds.
Red alarm! Red alarm! Red alarm!
This top dog is hip to the jive. Look at him go!
No.
And of course, Idle with the low-hanging, classless answer.
What? 14 varieties? I was actually referencing a previous.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
Time to let your ambitions soar.
It's definitely
Enter your
order.
dub.
It's not roundable, is it? Okay. I can't think of anything. Fuck. Come on, keyboard work.
Trying to straddle the line between classy and completely classless.
What, you?
The line must be drawn here.
Yeah.
This far, no further.
If you're wondering about straddling it, you've already crossed it.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
A Ferengi base, at this time of year, in this sector of the galaxy, localized entirely in the Milky Way.
Is that Garrick?
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
I'm sure they'll make you an offer in the next Tuesday pack.
Groplazorn.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
We don't need your Mox machines anyways, our barber Mr. Mo is well practiced in the art of follicle stimulation.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
We'll come back when our uniforms have better collars and don't give us wedgies in Season 2.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
I had a very bad lamb vindaloo last night. Let's see how they like the smell I've just left.
That's an idle one.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
Well, your planet seems to have ample deposits of gold. I'm sure that will be worth it to them.
Time to place your vote, folks.
I think the uniforms one's a shy one. I think that's the that's my shy pick.
You don't think I'm a Vindaloo man?
I don't know. Are you a Vindaloo man? Yes, now I want to. I'm with Twitch with Jay. Now I want a curry. What's lamb vindaloo? And I had a player of a decent curry. It's a Ferengi dish. You might not have heard of it.
Hustle!
No, I'm with idle. That reads like an idle.
You might be pleasantly surprised. Yes, I knew it.
I like the wedgie one.
Thank you.
Oh,
Kid, you're slicker than snot on a doorknob. High score!
From the corner. Oh, thank you, that one person.
It's a close one.
Oh, yeah.
Grab your martini glass. Next up is the final round.
You will agree, Data, that Starfleet's orders are difficult. As simple as that.
Show him you're not just a pretty face. Enter your dub.
Time to straddle that line.
Yes, Eric Nelson, it is anyone's game. Yeah, this is picking all the new ones I put in, which is fine. We'll have to see what it does for round 2. Hopefully it picks random ones again. I missed the clip. I can't just tell you what the clip is. Oh, an advert came up. Oh, bloody Twitch. Picard says, what are our orders? Data, silence. And then Picard says, as simple as that. Sorry, I always forget about adverts. I think one might try next round. There is an option where you can enable or play it back as we're voting, so maybe I'll enable that. I'm not given the option to submit anyway, sorry. Ah, okay. We shall wait over 30 seconds in awkward silence while we all ponder our suggestions. What could Picard have said? Oh no, sorry, what could a Data have said when Picard asked what the orders were? By the way, if anyone has suggestions for clips to put in this, let me know.
Time's running out!
Because I'm always up for putting more in. There it is.
I ran out of space.
Whoa, okay.
I pulled the stars.
Wow. Jesus.
You will agree, Data, that Starfleet's orders are difficult.
Really?
As simple as that. You will agree, Data, that Starfleet's orders are difficult.
I keep telling you, sir, she ran away with the Q. False orders and another set of Speedos won't bring her back.
As simple as that. You will agree, Data, that Starfleet's orders are difficult.
Go to the past, dodge Q, survive a new board queen. Sounds simple.
As simple as that. You will agree, Data, that Starfleet's orders are difficult.
I'll lend you my copy of Cooking for Dummies then. Eularian canopies are 1 part syrup of squill, and then 3 ugly bags of mostly water.
As simple as that. You will agree, Data, that Starfleet's orders are difficult.
It's just a jump to the left, and then a step to the right. With your hands on
That's
your
shy.
hips. You bring
That's
your knees
shy.
in tight?
As simple as that. You will agree, Data, that Starfleet's orders are difficult.
Not at all. Try beating Otto in a skirmish.
As simple as that.
Round's over. Let's vote.
Wow, good choices. Ooh. Oh, gotta go for that one.
Don't vote for the fart one. Come on.
As simple as that.
It was tempting. It was almost tempting.
Talk about straddling the line. Brody, you guys made it hard. That's what she said. Sorry. Have to lower the tone at some point.
You're almost out of time.
There it is. Ooh. Aww. Oh wow,
That was a good one.
Big tickle and clinches the round.
That was a good one, Shay.
Wow, that might have cinched it.
It's not gonna be enough though. I don't believe.
Oh, sure.
The winner is.
Hey!
Oh.
Knocks it out of the
You
park.
took the egg, baby.
Run from
Winner,
it.
Winner.
You can't escape.
Alright. Next round, I'm going to step out. And let some other people come.
It's the
let's keep it to a tight 90
Looks
minutes.
like
How
we've
about
reached the
that?
end of the proverbial road. Let's take a look at the
Another
score.
one? Another round? One more round. Go on.
Now we'll be back Sunday and do some of that.
Sure?
Yeah.
Everybody else the chat. I think chat want to do one. Chat want to do another one. One more round. One more
I'm
round.
up for it if you guys are up for it.
All right.
Do one more. I'll step out. I'll give you a code.
Let the dubs begin. Head to
Another. There we go. People saying. People screaming for it. So
code.
your code is MISS. First person in is the host. So there you go, Charlie. So wait for him to come in. Oh, Trekkie's in. I'm just...
All right. Early bedtime for me. See you guys.
All right, guys. See you later,
Oh,
Otto.
sorry. See you, Otto.
Later, buddy. Oh, Frank's in. Trey's in. Evans. One more, please. One more for the show. Step right up, come into the dub extravaganza. Words are not my thing. Well, this should be fun then. Hey, Cranky's in, nice.
We ready?
Hit the start.
Welcome to What the Dub. The rules are simple.
You can skip
Each
the intro
round, a
if you
video will play with missing dialogue. Each player enters their wittiest replacement dub. Players.
Now will it do the same once again?
Break a leg, kid. Here comes the next round.
What is present course, Khan? It's what it's been all along, sir. Confirm we are on that heading, sir.
No time to waste. Enter your dub now.
I'm interested.
I'm afraid, like, everyone's gonna say the exact same thing I'm saying, but we'll see. I have to be true to myself. Is it just me? Have I somehow taken over the stream? Amazing. So yeah, timelines. Why are we still playing this game?
I leave you in charge for 5 minutes. Why are we playing this? Yeah, right. No, you're right. Why are we playing this?
Damn it. Drink more.
Always. Oh, Cranky, you there? You missed it. No, you're here. Go, Cranky.
Have they ever done a surprise event? Like, they should just try it. Just try, like, a completely...
out of the blue. I think that requires some sort of coordination and planning that... Well, yeah, they have done a surprise event. I believe that back about 2 years ago, they had an event where it was literally announced about 2 hours before it went up, just for bad planning.
Okay,
let's have a look.
What is present course, Con? It's what it's been all along, sir.
Higher and higher ratings till a series set 200 years in our past. Good theme song though.
Confirm we are on that heading, sir. What is present course, Con? It's what it's been all along, sir.
Also, my name is Miles. Miles O'Brien. I've served on this ship for 2 years and you don't even know my name.
Confirm we are on that heading, sir.
You can't vote now. You will get to vote in a minute.
What is present course, Con? It's what it's been all along, sir.
And don't call me Con.
Confirm we are on that heading, sir. What is present course, Con? It's what it's been all along, sir.
Second star to the right and straight until morning.
Confirm we are on that heading, sir. What is present course, Con? It's what it's been all along, sir.
Second star to the right and onto Neverland.
Confirm we are on that heading, sir.
Vote now!
Interesting.
Forever hold your
vote
peace.
chat, can't I?
I just thought of a better one. I'm so depressed.
It's always the way, isn't it? I've got to go for 2. I'm going to say your one is... I want to say 2
Yes,
or
what's your
4.
guess?
Sorry?
2 or 4?
2 or 4. Maybe 3?
Okay.
I think you can spell those, so maybe... I'm going to say 2. I'm going to say yours is 2.
Okay.
Come on, stop acting so shy about it. Sorry. I'm sure plenty of people have made that joke for your name. I do apologize.
Hurry up!
No, you're the first one, actually.
Shut up. Oh,
Poignant
interesting.
and funny. You have a gift.
Well done, Frank.
Oh, that was you.
Yes, little airplane reflex.
Yes.
So many dubs, so little time. Let's get into it.
Beverly, I've come back for you.
Who are you? No, that was a dream.
What are you waiting for? Enter your dub.
Such bad acting in that bit. No, that was a dream. Yes, really, we are doing Sub Rosa. Man, if I know these play in order, that adds a little extra. You've lost connection. To recap, Beverly Crusher in the haunted mansion of Sub Rosa says, "Who are you?" And the voice replies something. To which she replies, "No, that was a dream." So there you go. Yeah, refresh Cranky, it should let you straight in. If you got the room code, it'll let you in, which was MISS. You can't get back in. Oh no. I'm going to do a whole conversation for another minute. I'll just leave again, let Shy take over. I've been thinking about doing a guest host month or so, where I let people actually start and host the show. I've actually been bubbling that around in the back of my head for a little while. If anyone's interested in coming on.
Are you going to do that by lottery or by hair flip?
How yet. We might just sort of work it out and then see if they can wrangle these chuckle fucks into a submission better than I can. I know I'm in. Oh, there you go, Trekkie, you got in there. them talking. We got, I think we got Racing Lines has come back on. Frank's coming back on, so maybe I'll talk them into it.
Quick, enter your dub.
Oh yeah, they're both great.
Oh yes. Yes, Frank's going to come on and give us a bit of history of timelines, which will be quite fun.
Nice.
Beverly, I've come back for you.
Who are you?
I am a diverse class of organic compounds that are lipophilic, malleable solids near ambient temperatures. I am wax.
No, that was a dream.
Beverly, I've come back for you.
Who are you?
I'm the event crew for next week, but you're not able to see me until Monday. Approval issues.
No, that was a dream.
Beverly, I've come back for you.
Who are you?
I'm the giant white rabbit that asked you to come with me on a journey through time and space.
No, that was a dream.
Beverly, I've come back for you.
Who are you?
My name and my stats as well as my detailed breakdown are available over on bigbook.app. Visit today.
Brilliant.
No, that
Nifty
was
isn't
a dream.
even in this game.
Beverly, I've come back for you.
Who are you?
I'm here to keep you as my wife.
No, that was a dream.
Everyone's a critic, including you.
Ooh.
Time to vote.
I'll go for 2. 2 was very good. You're shy. I think I want to say 1.
Which
1 maybe?
you think I'm 1?
I think
Okay.
you're 1. I don't know, maybe 4. I think you might be filling in for Nifty, maybe.
I do appreciate a good plug.
I don't get the rabbit reference. What was that from?
I didn't get it either entirely.
Okay. You're almost so you're not 3 then, that's fine. No, I actually don't get it.
Is it a lyric?
Maybe. Surely, maybe.
You're as fit as a butcher's dog, kid. Way to go!
Oh, Frank. Well done. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh, Evans storming the lead.
Quiet on set. Another round is coming up.
What do you intend to do about my son?
Give it your best shot and enter your dub.
Enjoy. I'd say keep it classy, though. Leaving too early is always a danger. Thing is, you can do crap until the 4th round and then. Thank you, Brody, yes. Gotta break everyone's zen. Deep in focus. Just think about all those classic episodes. All those sexual innuendos you just can't write. Tap that inner screenwriter in. There it is. Cranky, did you get back in? Let us know. There are a long ways to go, yes.
Perhaps Cranky is writing their master opus.
Oh, there it is. Well done.
Ah.
What do you intend to do about my son?
Pay the writers to dress him up as Little Boy Blue, give him a pie, and then direct him to make a ridiculous face. In 35 years he'll be digital art.
What do you intend to do about my son?
Try to use him to draw in a younger audience for a few seasons, then, when that fails, gradually write him off the show.
What do you intend to do about my son?
Keep badgering him about joining the academy until they run out of plot holes to keep him here.
I like how they're pretty much on the same theme.
What do you intend to do about my son?
For now he's my bitch, eventually I'll allow him to transcend and go traveling the galaxy with a slightly peculiar stranger.
What do you intend to do about my son?
Just like all his variant cards, he'll be straight out the airlock unless he somehow proves useful. But I wouldn't hold on to much hope there, Doctor.
What do you intend to do about my son?
I intend to do the same thing as I did to his father.
What did you think was the best? Vote!
This is tough. This is a tough group.
6 did it for me. 6 did it for me, definitely. Oh god, I can't even choose which one's yours. Wow, they're all variations of a theme, really, aren't they?
Yeah, I could have written many of these.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe 2. Maybe 2. I don't know. Everyone's being very eloquent. It's good. I don't think you're 1, and I don't think you're 6.
Clearly, I just need to switch it up
You're
and
almost
start
out of
using
time.
fart sound effects.
Yes, people are neglecting the sound effects.
Wow!
Oh, well done,
You're
Tricky.
just too much!
That's a good one. Ah, yeah, I thought it was. Ooh. Oh, Evan's storming the lead.
Abby Singer is next. Let's take it home.
What do we do now, Captain? With them monitoring our every move and every word.
We do exactly what we'd do if this queue never existed.
Time to shake the world, kid. Enter your
It's so
dub.
bad because I know exactly what my dub would be and I'm not even playing. Gonna type in chat. Oh no, Trekkie, what have you done? Just can't not dance to this rhythm. Thank you, Walt. It's a good reference. Oh, don't worry, Trekkie. We used to play. We did this a while back, and there was a time where people just got stuck on Klingon 2 dick jokes. So we've hit a low before. You'll be fine. He's in there. Yeah, we've hit some lows on here on this show. Don't worry about it.
Is someone apologizing for their
They
dark
are, yeah.
thoughts?
They don't need to. It's fine. You're lucky Stars
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
here.
there's-
He's usually the one to bring the tone right down.
The bar is not just low; it's on the ground.
With them monitoring our every move and every word. We do exactly what we'd do if this queue never existed.
Oh, so we go over to bigbook.app and evaluate what our next citation project should be. Yes, sir. Oops, pardon me.
What do we do now, Captain? With them monitoring our every move and every word.
We do exactly what we'd do if this queue never existed.
We'd skip right from P to R, yes. I love this green window.
What do we do now, Captain? With them monitoring our every move and every word.
We do exactly what we'd do if this queue never existed.
We cite up Braxton and send him on all the voyages. Who needs more command dipsec anyway?
What do we do now, Captain? With them monitoring our every move and every word.
We do exactly what we'd do if this queue never existed.
We do what we do every night, number one. Try to take over the world.
Someone did the Pinky and the Brain reference.
What do we do now, Captain? With them monitoring our every move and every word.
We do exactly what we'd do if this queue never existed.
You'll take point, and I'll retreat to my quarters with that fresh batch of lotion I acquired down at the station.
What do we do now, Captain? With them monitoring our every move and every word.
We do exactly what we'd do if this queue never existed.
We throw a dance party with a mariachi band to confuse them.
Everyone's a critic, including you. Time to vote.
I will go for 4.
It's an easy win for someone.
Yeah, what are we gonna do tonight, Brain? Try and take over the world. Man, I used to watch so much Animaniacs when I was younger.
Yeah, did you watch any of the new series?
I haven't yet, no.
It holds up.
Yeah. I did watch some of the classic. I mean, there was always the classic, song of the countries of the world, which is just genius. And have you ever seen the voice actor for, I forget his name? He actually did that live. Time.
Oh, really?
From memory, just recite it off. Brilliant. There it is.
You
Well
flipped
done,
the script on that one. Great work.
Someone else watch the Cartoon Network.
Wow.
Ooh.
My letter Q joke actually got some votes.
Next up is the final round.
Okay, here we go.
What the hell is going on? Think I'll go get my jacket.
Show him you're not just a pretty face. Enter your dub.
Enjoy that one. Anticipating some very dank jokes. I love the idea that Picard has a jacket.
His bomber jacket?
Yeah. Or he's got like a parka or something. Like Noel Gallagher. Picard smoking jacket. Or he's got like a Hugh Hefner kind of, like, sort of just red velvet.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the jacket.
Oh, and Darmok and other ones. I didn't mind it. It was good to see a bit of variation.
Yeah, they never really nailed the Admiral uniforms in TNG.
What the hell is going on?
The replicators malfunctioned and are only producing chili. Do not light a match, sir.
Think I'll go get my jacket.
Chili?
What the hell is going on?
We've been telling the chef programming the replications time and again about Klingon digestive systems, but they still haven't gotten the message.
Think I'll go get my jacket. What the hell is going on?
I am experiencing, as you could say, technical difficulties, sir. I am sorry.
Think I'll go get my jacket. What the hell is going on?
Bev has been blazing it up on the bridge again, Captain. Should I get you your smoking jacket, sir?
Think I'll go get my jacket.
I love a lead-in.
What the hell is going on?
I believe some alien life form that we have never encountered before farted and left a sort of fog. There it is again.
Think I'll go get my jacket. What the hell is going on?
We're waiting on the best joke ever to warm the place up, but WRG need approval for it.
Think I'll go get my jacket.
Round's over. Let's vote.
Right, what's the shy one here? Alright, I'll go for it. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. I love when you sort of reference the, you should go get your jacket. I'll go get my jacket. That just makes me laugh.
You like the call and response of
yeah.
of that one?
Definitely. If you can tie it into that little end quote, brilliant. I don't know. Are you sick? No, I don't know if you're 6.
You think I'm 6?
Maybe 4?
Do I do a lot of?
Hurry up! I don't know. I don't think you do far jokes. Maybe 4 or 2. Nice. Whatever.
Someone's got it made in the shade.
That might cinch it. Oh, you were the chili one.
Nothing. Legs.
Oh, gee.
And here's our winner.
Is this Evan or Frank?
That was Cranky.
Cranky
Wow,
out of nowhere.
You're assertive. Fine.
Cinderella story.
Yowza.
There we go. We get the full lineup now. I can actually change those animations as well, but I kind of like to leave them. Should do some classic on the dub at some point
Brains,
as well.
brawn, good looks, and hot dubs. Our winner has it
Well
all.
done, everyone.
Let's give him a hand.
Yes.
Well done, well done, well done. Right. There we go, there we go. Thank you everyone for joining us this week. It's been a bit of a weird week because we haven't a lot going on, so we've kind of had to improvise. I promise for those that are tuning in for the first time, it's not usually this disorganised. Usually we end up ranting for hours. But Shy, thank you very much for joining this week. Your presence has been absolutely wonderful.
Well, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to goof around with you guys.
Now listen, are you looking forward to, because you're joining us for our first Klingon Star Trek Adventures campaign. Do you want to tell us a bit about your character while we've got you?
Yes. Balrakas, of the House of A. His family was found guilty by a Klingon military tribunal of a crime they didn't commit, but they promptly escaped from a maximum security asteroid and escaped to the Orion underground.
Mm-hmm. So you've been sending me these little bits of information. I am going to work this into the story. There's going to be some Barakas character evolution, one might say. But look out for that. That's on May the 7th, which is next Saturday. We'll be doing that. But coming up, we've got Sunday. As also said, we've got our chill stream. We're going to be sort of doing some citing. We're just going to be talking some Trek and all sorts of rubbish. And Shy, where can people find you if they want to get in contact with you or your agent?
Yeah, you can always find me on YouTube at Shyaporn. If you don't know how to spell my name, it's like you're missing one porn. It's Shy a porn. But I'm also on the Discord. I'm on the forums as Shy Khan.
Yeah.
Because my Thai first name is considered dirty by the auto censors.
How much do you struggle with that? Really, how often has that been an obstacle in various things in Western media, especially?
Oh, just I think it first happened way back in the days of AOL. I had to fight with the AOL monitors when I was trying to get my email address, but they relented actually. And then the only other big time was Blizzard, when I was playing Warcraft and Starcraft. They wouldn't let me use my name, even though anyone who's been on their chat server knows what a garbage fire the Blizzard Universal Chat is. So
Amazing. Right, yeah. Thank you very much for joining us this week. We'll get you back on soon. We've got some projects we're talking to you about as well, haven't we? We've got a few things in the pipeline.
There's something lined up that we might be doing together. A little
getting you on the regular. We'll have some details on that one. So we've got a few things. I think we've got sort of some stuff going on in May. We need to get out of the way, but yes, no. Keep an eye. Anyone that hasn't seen, go to the events page on our Discord and go and have a look. We've got a lot of things coming up, including the STA, more timelines talks, chill streams, some games. I'm playing Klingon Academy in a few weeks, so that's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a little bit of a Klingon week. Hey. And on that note, I will say, ta-ra for now. It has been a wonderful show. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.